Let me start by saying it's really cold out here. We're on the U.S. Coast Guard cutter Penobscot Bay. We're heading north up the Hudson River. This is a 140-foot ice-breaking tug that we're riding toward Kingston and Albany, which is many miles north of us. There is a stretch of some 55 miles in that area that is completely iced over. And the mission of the Coast Guard is to clear a path for passenger ferries and commercial fishing vessels and cargo ships, primarily oil tankers. What you're looking at right now, the ice in the river, this is pretty bad, but ships could get through it. What we're heading towards is solid ice, and that's what they need to break up to let those oil tankers carrying the heating oil keep folks warm during this frigid, cold winter. Some 90% of the heating oil that's used in the Northeast is actually carried by barges and ships here on the Hudson River. So that's according to the U.S. Coast Guard, which says if it's cold enough for this river to freeze over, they will be out here every day cutting through this ice. We can hear more from the captain of this vessel, Chris Valdez.
Wipe this off for me with your glove.
Every night, the ice refreezes on the Hudson, and the barges can't get through that ice. So every day, the Coast Guard has to go out and groom these tracks and ensure that the barges, the commerce flow up the Hudson River doesn't stop. We have some drone footage that was shot last week of the Coast Guard out breaking up ice along a stretch of river that we're headed to right now. And you can probably see just how bad things are up here. It's very unusual for them to have this much ice this early in the winter. Last year, they really didn't have any problems with the ice. It was much warmer. This year, obviously, a lot colder and a lot worse. And they have a system on these ships called a bubbler system that actually forces bubbles up from underneath the ship to reduce the friction on the ice and allow these cutters to make a better path through the ice. They say that they're going to do about 15 miles of ice cutting today and then about 45 miles a day every day for the next couple of weeks. And then another crew comes in to do what this crew is doing. And they're going to keep keeping these shipping lanes open so these cargo ships and fishing vessels can keep getting through and doing the work they need to do. And I don't know if you heard that, but we're hitting some pretty big chunks right now. And it's, like I said, it's going to be a rougher ride as we move further north.